welcome back. Once again, my name is James Henderson, coming to you live from where else? From where the place it all got started. That's right, today is a good day here at the cryptocurrency world. We know that we're trading, we're making money, and on top of that, we've got major improvements that we've had in the past couple days just come to the limelight of saying that Bitcoin is definitely here to stay, folks. It is amazing. What I mean by that? Well, we'll get to see this and what Mark Cuban's doing to his team when it comes to the whole Bitcoin thing, and that and a whole lot more next on millardabitcoin.com. So once again, today is January 18th, 2018. So it's 18-1-18. There's something to say about, only having 4 digits within or actually 5 digits, 2, or actually 4. 2, a 1, a 0, an 8. That's covered for a day. Hey, mic drop. We're done. Life is good. From a Bitcoin standpoint, what else is also good? We know that we've been testing the lows of 9,000 but haven't broke it. So if we take a look from a technical analysis point, we know that Bitcoin stands at 11,700 and some change. Why is that significant? A lot of y'all saying, "Hey, I bought Bitcoin at $19,000. This sucks." Hey, listen. Once again, if you look at every January, so this is where my teaching comes in to prevail. So when you take a look at stock and you take a look at seasons, Bitcoin is no stranger to what it's done in the past. All right. So every January we see a correction. This correction have to be a lot bigger because the volume of people are on it, and a lot of new weak investors are actually once again on Bitcoin wanting to test the waters. They get spooked by a rumor or saying or a Ponzi scheme failing, and they're saying, well, it's all BS anyways. Once again, if you got hurt by that Bitcoin thing, my apologies to you. There are other scams that you need to watch out for. Speaking about that, I've actually put up a cryptocurrency scam video where I take 40 minutes of your time to go over and analyze, what the top 5 things that I've seen within these cryptocurrency scams. All right. So I'd love for you to take a look at that video. I know it's boring as hell, but it's straight information to you from a guy who's been in the security world for the last 25 years. So as a lot of y'all don't know, my name is James Henderson. I've been in the computer IT field for the last 25 years. Been a programmer, security analyst, IT auditor. When it comes to the whole world of crypto, and then I jumped on board back in '08. Yes, I'm doing well, but no, it's not the end of the world for me. I saw the correction back in 2010. Once again, I saw another correction. Are there more corrections going down the pipeline? Well, yes, there are definitely more corrections going down the pipeline, and that's the cool thing about this whole thing, is the world and crypto and the movement is still prevailing. How is that? What do you mean? Well, so every day I come up here and I give you the information of what the state of crypto is. Which cryptos are up, which cryptos are down. Which is a positive thing. And then I'll come out and I don't give you the hype. This is the meat of it. So it's probably a reason why my marketing isn't all that great, because I never give you the hype of what we think it might be. Instead of, I'll just give you the facts of what it is. So anyways, like I said, the crypto itself, the blockchain, the foundation that the blockchain is on is the foundation of why a whole bunch of pure enthusiast crypto users are really all about. Sure, the money's great, but that's not the case. The case is, for me, is I was actually seeing this technology that was formed out of nothing, into something great. And so, okay, so what is the blockchain used for? I've heard that they'll put information into the blockchain. We get a whole bunch of miners that will do some calculations, secure it, and then it's off. So what? Okay, well, so what? So this is the so what. The so what is in banking systems. There's a lot of fraud cases, and this is an actual case. So in the world of the blockchain and a fraud thing like the banking system, a user can go up to the teller, pay off the teller, saying, "Hey, listen, I need to tell the bank that I'm trying to buy a house for. I have $25 million more in my bank account than I actually have." And so some of these tellers, they've actually been able to do this for a short period of time, saying, "Hey, listen, I've got a lot more money in that user's bank account." The real estate home investor that wants to, lend the money to the guy to buy a house, saying, "All right, does this guy have the money for them to pay me back?" The answer is yes. The bank, after the checks are signed and given to each party and the contract signed, the bank teller then reverts the number back into the original number, which is called fraud now. And it's called fraud a long time ago, since the moment he changed the numbers in his own bank account. Then the corruption starts happening one after the other. The guy, turns out, can't really pay for that large house. The investor's going, "What's wrong?" And then the lies really start to roll out of control from there. All right. So, with that said, let's go on with the whole cryptocurrency world. There's a lot of great information that's going towards it. Like I said, Mark Cuban's jumping on board with it, with one of his biggest sellers, and so we'll see from there. All right, so let's start off from the top. All right, so the MVIS Crypto to Compare Index has closed at 8,740 with a loss of 17.91%. Basically, this Crypto to Compare has stated and reflected what's going on with the top 10 indexes when it comes to the digital assets world, which is pretty cool because that sort of gives us overall blunder of what's actually happening in today's market, and in return it sort of helps out the big picture. All right. So the market update. Market update states that at the time of writing, Bitcoin stood at 10,817, representing a loss of 0.2% in the last 24 hours. So more than $3.5 billion of exchange was in the U.S. BTC market, representing 42% of shares, while Japan is close behind, representing 28% of the shares. And that's actually good news because we've tested the $9,000 mark from a technical analyst point several times. We just have not broke it, and each high has been getting higher and higher. So once again, I still think that this is the end for Bitcoin when it comes to testing 9,000. And we have seen the bottom for this month, and so we should see what's going on for the next couple weeks as the improvements of the fallout, or not the improvements of the fallout. Well, pretty much, yeah. I'd go with that. So with all these scams being wiped off because there was a major correction in Bitcoin, and usually when there's a major correction in a product or service and there's a Ponzi scheme added onto it, that's when that's when all these companies will actually, you know, throw the red flags up, and now you have a now you know you have a Ponzi scheme or some sort of swindler at hand. But the good news is Bitcoin, in my opinion, has seen the bottom for this January correction that's been happening for the last 5 years. Look it up, folks. So there's enough data that represents my theory when it comes from a technical analyst and market point, and I'm going from there. So the last 24 hours, you know, like I said, we tested 9,000 mark, and now we're back up to 11,840. Like I said, the market is very volatile, and this is what I live for when it comes to trading crypto, because people are putting a transaction to it. Ethereum has dropped 1.2% over the past 24 hours at $969. So, which is still great because I bought a buttload of Ethereum at 300. Yeah, I'm a long-term holder of Ethereum, but in the meantime, I still see that Ethereum is a valid contractual blockchain base, and that's gonna do wonders of helping secure financial guarantees and guarantors with what they need to do or what they want to be done. What I mean by that. So, what's Ethereum? You're probably asking. Ethereum is a contract-based blockchain that both parties will agree on certain services or that will have to be done, either painting the car red or building a house. And then once everything is said and completed in a very detailed manner, the blockchain then will execute, stating that everything is done and the money can be transferred into the opposing party. Now, this is where the cool thing is, because I've had in the past where I've signed a contract and the opposing party and the company has signed a contract stating that I was going to do X, Y, and Z. However, though, long story short, I'd get done with my end and the company would never pay me because they changed their contract